Several men went cave diving. The lead diver died in a terrible accident. Another teammate saw what happened, panicked, lost control of his breathing, and drowned. The diver trapped in the middle could not move at all. He shook with terror, his mind frozen with fear. Dead teammates lay both in front and behind him. How could he ever escape? It happened on February 6, 2014. 5 men cut a triangular opening through the ice on a small pond. Beneath the pond was the entrance to an underwater cave. To keep the water clear and avoid stirring up sediment, they planned to enter in 2 separate groups. The dive was expected to last about 5 hours, so they brought fully equipped gear. 2 divers with scooters went in first. After swimming about 30 meters in dark water, they reached an air chamber more than 200 meters long. They rested briefly before continuing deeper. The water was freezing cold, and the passages grew narrower. Rough, rocky walls surrounded them. When they reached the cave's deepest point at 135 meters, they came to a nearly 180-degree turn. Patrick pushed his scooter through first, then carefully swam up. As he ascended, he noticed his teammate Jaryu was not with him. He turned around and saw Jaryu flashing his light up and down repeatedly, a distress signal. Patrick rushed to help. Jaryu had become tangled in his scooter's cords and stuck between rocks. Patrick struggled to free him, but Jaryu was panicked and growing more agitated by the second. All of them were using closed-circuit rebreathers. They allowed much longer dives, but had a serious flaw. Panic and hyperventilation could cause respiratory alkalosis, a life-threatening condition. Jaryu's gear detected abnormal breathing and sounded an alarm. As he tried to switch to his backup open-circuit tank, he accidentally inhaled water. His limbs began to convulse. Patrick immediately put a breathing device in Jaryu's mouth, but it was too late. Jaryu stopped moving. Staring at his dead teammate, Patrick forced himself to stay calm. He tried to bring Jaryu's body back, but then he realized his own breathing was becoming unstable. His dive computer showed a safe ascent would take 400 minutes, 3 to 4 times longer than planned. Heartbroken, Patrick had to continue without him. Meanwhile, the other 3 divers entered the cave on schedule, completely unaware of the disaster ahead. When they reached the deep section, the first 2 found their trapped teammate and saw Jaryu's body floating in the passage. When Jaryu learned Jaryu was dead, he completely broke down. His rapid, panicked breathing clouded his mind. He rushed to switch to his open-circuit gear. Kai, right behind him, noticed Jaryu was failing and tried to calm him down. Moments later, Jaryu was dead too. Kai was overwhelmed by helplessness. The water had been stirred up and turned murky. He could barely see. The passage was blocked by Jaryu's body. Assuring the worst for everyone ahead, Kai turned back. The return trip was longer than the way in, and his oxygen was running low. He skipped required decompression stops, desperate to reach the upper air chamber. Visa, meanwhile, was still trying to decide what to do about Jaryu's body ahead, only to realize Jaryu had now blocked his path from behind. After weighing his choices, he decided to move Jaryu's body and keep going. It took him at least 15 minutes